Los Angeles, and then in 2019 in Cancun. So I know that they've had a foam division for the last 5 to 7 years. Austria, I think this is a new ball type to them. So we're going to see how that plays out here.
Yeah, we did see Austria in Edmonton at 2022. I believe that was the first competitive experience that a lot of these players had representing their country. Austria, someone had messaged us saying that 2019 was their first year, but I thought I remembered them in Los Angeles sending a men's team.
Austria?
Argentina.
Yeah. We'll have to check. We'll have to check with our research team.
Yeah, where's the record keeper?
All right, there. First hit for Austria.
Now coming to the line, they go in on the left side toward the middle. Argentina coming up. I like this, taking the line. And the shot coming through, but nicely blocked. I always like seeing how some of these players who probably got their start in cloth, how their throws adjust during their warm-ups. A lot of these Austrian players were, they were stabilizing the arm and then flicking from the wrist and then moving to stabilizing the elbow and doing the elbow and up motion before going into their full throw. So I like that method of warming up your whole arm gradually, making sure you get every part of it involved.
All right,
is that
again,
a double?
Austria is number 70 with the hit. Argentina down to 4, 6-4 advantage for Austria. All right, a good exchange there. Austria and Argentina taking out players.
Yeah, nice 1-for-1. We're seeing good accuracy out of the Austrians, and there's some nice counters though coming out. Number 4, Anil, who we've seen do a lot of damage on this court previous streamed matches, so keeping up her high level of play.
Yes, I remember seeing Anil at the first Worlds that I went to, and she's an incredible player, number 4 for Argentina. And it looks like Anil and Huber take each other out, and it is a 2v2 here at game 1.
That's a good start from both teams. Oh, really stepping into that one. Callow launching it toward the Austrian side. And it's going to be on Argentina to throw next. Just one. Richter is okay though. A little bit of faking and then 2 shots.
All right, the double team there gives Argentina the ball control. Argentina's going to have a choice to go 1 or 2 here. They go with 2.
Oh, wow, good defensive play. Nimrichter able to get an elimination.
Very impressive. She's the target of the double team, gets under it, and tags out the Argentinian player.
Ooh, again, Callow doing so well to step into those throws, getting a lot of power on them. Austria going to try to pincer her away, and good shots, but blocked nicely. Good energy from Callow out here on the court too. Playing solo, playing with energy, playing without that third ball for the moment.
Good dodge and response. Yeah, Callow's staying alive, doing well. Neither team has really put the other one under threat just yet. Let's see who commits to their attack. Callow has a very nice jump dodge there. It looks like Austria's been throwing low. Callow's been jumping high. It's been working out for Callow.
This time she goes low and retaliates again with both. And a third.
Oh, excellent dodging by 93 here.
And Richter gets over that last one, survives a 3-ball onslaught. Okay, aerial block, return shot. Okay, she gets 1 hit. It's a 1-on-1 now. Love to see it. First point coming down to a 1-on-1 between these 2 teams. We're hoping for a nice even match. It's a promising start.
Callow looks very comfortable in the back of the court with the blocking ball. If you're Austria, you want to do everything you can to kind of disrupt that.
Close. Oh, the return shot, though. She converts it.
Wow, what a comeback from Callow. Taking out, at least coming back from a 1v2.
Yeah, after her teammate Emil had done a lot of the work as well to help whittle down their opponents, Callow was able to help finish it off for this Argentinian side.
That was a great back and forth match. Austria had some hits to start out. They had a 6-4 player advantage. And then Argentina came back late in the game.
And despite the individual heroics, I think I really like some of the team play I've seen from Austria so far. Very calculated and reserved play style, waiting till they have advantages and setting up for these offensive attacks.
All right, show. Great double team there from Austria, taking out the Argentinian player. Emil with the counter takes out one of the Austrians, number 96.
Hayer heads off.
And it's a 5v5.
Emil again. And okay, I like this adaptation from Austria. Mali returns fire after Neil takes her shot. Important, if you see a player continuing to counter like that, you have to put the risk into them. Is that a hit? It is.
Oh, good spirit there from Labner.
Yeah,
it might have bounced, but she was in doubt. She took the out.
From long range, okay, there's a try for a catch.
Oh, wow.
Another. Maybe a little bit of a screen.
Good, some excellent back and forth action there. And Neil with the cross court getting countered by Mali, the captain.
Uber and Mali talk things over. Argentina swapping positions a little bit.
Oh,
good hits.
Excellent coordination on that cross court from Uber and Mali.
I like it, just very confidently coming up to the line. They're gonna have to play defense, but they still each have a ball. Mali goes low, good blocks.
All right, if I'm Austria, I'm looking to just pick someone off here. I don't necessarily want to throw two. They do, and it works.
And they avoid the return shot from Argentina. Callo, who's back out there as one of the last two again. They know what she can do.
All right, great whip from Romano there. Mali and Huber loading up. There's that patented double team we saw earlier. A block, and then the ball gets dislodged, but it was long enough after the play that it's fair game.
You could argue it was her going to the ground that more dislodged it, so. Ooh, Callo, big fake.
Ooh, I like that. I love that pump fake. A lot of elbow whip, very threatening.
Just like her throw, a lot of elbow whip in that, so it's come out well. There's an attack trying to capitalize on a moment.
Mali and Romano are battling here on the left side of the court.
Uber, good defensive move, making herself small, moving laterally. The hometown team trying to get on the board. Okay, good exchanges from just about every part. Okay, there's a hit. Callo, no ball in hand to protect her teammate, and now she's alone again. But she's done it before, so.
This is playing out exactly like game one. 2v2, Callo's last player.
No defensive balls in hand, she goes cross court this time.
And when she throws her last ball, she's exposed for a moment. Austria choosing not to attack. Huber pressures. Austria is going to regroup, cook up a play.
Once Callo had time to get all the way back, it makes sense, but there she goes, comes back up. It's a tough situation. There's a great counter by
Huber. Wonderful cover by Huber. Callo is committed to Mali there on the play. Huber comes up the court with a delayed ball and takes Callo right out. We've got a 1-to-1 game.
Yeah, I like the patience from Huber there, just waiting until Callo had fully committed that extra ball.
Yeah.
And then stepping up. She didn't rush that too much, and she gave herself such a high percentage moment.
If I'm Callo there, I want to repeat the recipe that worked in game one. I want to stay back, stay safe, and only attack when it's open. But great survival by Callo, great win by Austria, and here we go, game three.
Oh, it just bounces out of the hands. Romano taken out early in this point.
All right, Austria coming to the line. Hayer with the throw. Callo dodges out of the way.
Oh, that one almost caught against the face, but.
Nurmrichter with the high heat. Taking out Rivero.
Yeah, that sounded like it had some heat on it for sure. Low dodge by Callo, but I think she got clipped. Nope, might have bounced first.
The Austrian fans are thinking they saw a hit, supporting their squad here in GRAZ, Austria.
But we've got refs in good positions all on the court, so.
All right, Austria still with the 5-4 advantage.
Okay, good block.
Excellent block by Viñas.
who's also done a lot of work for the mixed squad.
All right, Vinas whips it at Skolklitz. Suklitz, excuse me. I'm learning the names on the fly here.
We're getting there. Nice dodge. I like how Mali moved back there and all the way flattened out on the ground. Didn't even require a mop moment. Not yet.
All right, Austria loading up, and an excellent throw by Huber. Blocked into the foot of number 2, Contreras.
And I like that shot. Oh, a return shot as well.
Oh, wonderful sequence there. Nurmrichter, knowing that they're up, can afford to trade, takes out the Argentinian before getting hit. All right, and Neil surviving the double team.
Yeah, and it's Neil and Vinas out there again together. They've been a power duo for this team. They're going to have to be such a duo now. There's a good start.
That's the power that I expect from Emil. Her first throw there was kind of a whip cross court, but she kept her blocker, stayed safe, survived the counter, and then took out Mali.
Still a 3-on-2. And I might like to see a little bit more faking from Austria to try and draw out some of those moves.
Agreed. Yeah, I think breaking from the huddle with force and aggression, coordinated pump fakes. All right, Emil taking out Huber. We got a 2v1 for Argentina. All right.
Gonna have to solo it.
Heyer, final player here for Austria. Going right at number 4, Emil from Argentina.
Oh, that was close. And yeah, the referee seeing a hit.
It could have gone either way from my perspective, so I don't blame anyone for calling it out there.
Referee Case Chandler is like 5 feet away, so I think he had a pretty good view of that. Heyer, nice block, nice attack. Return shot from Vinas.
Oh, this is shaping up to be an excellent 1v1. I love the action from both players.
Look how close it is again between these two teams.
First and second game came down to 2v2s. Third game, we're here in a 1v1.
Crowd's getting into it. Nice shot from Vinas. It's blocked. She comes up. She gets the clip.
All right. Heyer was looking for the catch there. That's a risky choice. If you're a strong catcher,
they're going to have to throw with the third ball.
All right, the Mali and Neil matchup here on the left side is crucial. Mali's been on the court for Austria's win, and Neil has been big and effective whenever she's alive. So keep an eye on that.
Nimrichter gave the 5th ball over and was the target, but she hops over both of those shots, so Austria not paying the price.
Nurmrichter.
Oh, and a catch!
With the combo, the hit-catch combo from Nurmrichter. Big lead for Austria. Oh, looks like Sutter gets taken out in the fray. So 5-4 lead for Austria. Emil with the powerful counter.
Although you see her giving a bit of a, whoops,
blowing,
that one sailed just a little.
Blowing on her fingers, maybe a little bit of moisture down there.
Oh, big hit, Nimrichter on the money again.
Nimrichter with the heat and accurate throw. Very clean. Excellent throw there from Salinas.
She was out there again, and that ball from Laudner missing into the middle. Austria again, very controlled pace. And they get 2. First one on target. Nimrichter again with the hit. This whole point's an Instagram clip for her if she wants it. There's a good hit onto Mali.
That's an important out for Argentina. I'm going to look for them to start targeting Nurmrichter as well to kind of get back into this one.
Opposite corner first time. Anil looking at Sebot. Okay, there was one shot toward Nimrichter, but you can kind of see Romano working the shoulder afterward, maybe feeling like that one is not quite how she wanted to deliver it. Nimrichter takes a return shot.
That throw narrowly misses Romano with a nice lateral. Romano throwing at Labner, who evades it as well.
That's often just one ball each time. Okay, some good aggression, drawing out some moves. Okay, stylish dodge by Labner as she was behind, I think, the original target of Zuklitz there.
And Zuklitz getting under that throw from Emil. Lots of action, back and forth. Nurmrichter with the hit. Emil's final player for Argentina.
Nurmrichter with it's enough that I'm sure she has how she wants to imagine winning this. Ooh, drawing out. Bit of a cheeky throw from Zuklitz, who now, no, I thought she'd be the target, but.
Emil skies another one. She's blowing on her hands, wiping her hands off. It's wet out there, folks.
She's going defensive now. Good work again. Austria having a little trouble hitting her, but a back line.
The referee steps in, line out. Ooh, sometimes that can happen. If you're tired, if you've been playing a long point, you lose focus, you lose energy, and you get a little bit sloppy. And in that case, Emil goes over the back line. Looks like Austria's calling a timeout with the 2-2 match.
And it's interesting. We often see the timeout called if a team has given up a couple, trying to maybe halt the momentum of the other team. We talk about that fairly often, but this is a case where Austria has tied things up again. Maybe they want to, I mean, certainly if they've noticed something that they want to focus on, or if they just want to give some of the players who are out there for a long time a bit of break, if they plan to run them out again.
Yeah. And, you know, I've seen in these timeouts lots of coaches and players having the fans cooling each other off. In a match earlier today, there was like a final 2 players in the huddle on a timeout, and the Shaggers came in with towels and just fanning them down. Guys. All right, so the timeout is happening here. We're here in GRAZ, Austria. And timeout here, it's 2-2, very close game, 1 minute and 20 seconds. And Terry, who do you think has the momentum? Which team is feeling confident in the huddle, and which team needs to make adjustments?
I mean, I look toward Austria's coordination. I think if they've shown that cohesiveness enough that if they continue to just adapt well to what Argentina does, I think they can probably weather some of those individually heroic plays that players like Anil and Vinyas have been able to bring out. So on the flip side, though, we've seen those 2 players, and Calo, Contreras, showing some excellent, just powerful throws.
Yeah.
And aggressive tactical motion. So we got our first mop moment, I think.
And I've been very impressed with Nurmrichter for Austria.
Yes. And
Molly has also been a key to their success. Huber and Labner have been on the court constantly as well, so very even battle. This could go anyone's way.
Well, we'll see who's able to get the first half boost. We've got just over a minute to go. This will be the go-ahead point that we're talking about. That one, I think, bouncing before it finds the mark. La Banda is fine. Argentina to the line. Okay, Nimrich, they're a little trigger happy there. Argentina sets up with 5.
This is the most balls Argentina has had in the match. They throw 3 of them. It's even on players, so that's a decision to give ball control over to Austria. So Austria's going to have 4 here until they take the lead. And they choose a double, and they take the lead.
Contreras taken out. It's 5-on-5 now, as Seebach was hit out earlier.
Anil going for Molly. Molly getting underneath.
And Anil looked like maybe she was saying something to her teammates there. Maybe they were expecting to be able to go on offense, but there's a big hit. Nimrichter again coming up big.
Nimrichter's throw is so clean, so fast, so accurate. She's my priority to get off if I'm Argentina.
Definitely. She's done a lot of damage. Molly, trigger happy there.
Wow, it must be the end of the half because everyone threw their balls.
We know how it looks in that final 5 to 10 seconds.
All right, we're here in the no block now. Tied 2-2. Tied 2-2, and it is a close battle. Let's see how the no block plays out. If I were to bet, I would say this favors Argentina. Maybe the team with more experience with no block, more experience with foam.
And I think, it's a catch though.
Austria.
You can't account for that.
Sutter was taking the throw. These players know that if they have a good game or a good sequence, that could be enough to shift the whole match. Terry, first half MVPs for you?
Well, I feel like it's probably got to be Callo on the Argentinian side, who I love watching her throws out there, and obviously a couple of clutch catches threatening to bring that 1v6 back in favor of Argentina. And then Nimrichter has been the obvious standout to me on Austria, just really holding down that right side. Great judgment and accuracy on her throws.
I totally agree with both of those. I'll give an honorable mention to Romano, number 27, who is incredible in that no block with those lateral dodges, surviving the triple team. I believe getting a catch, 2 catches even. So wonderful play. I've loved what I've seen from Labner and Sutter, just kind of like gritty players who are just always on the court, always moving, involved in the team plays. Maybe not the featured player, maybe not the player with the ball in their hands all the time, but every time you look down, they're still out there doing work.
Yeah, and it's sometimes the less glorious parts compared to the hits or the catches, right? But there's a lot of stuff that players contribute to each other on the court. Some of it's as simple as words of encouragement or calling out things that you want to make sure everybody sees. Other times it's positioning for those pop-up catches. So even if you don't have a ball in hand or you're not part of the immediate play, there's always a lot to do on the court.
Man, this match is so close. And I really, just from an analyst perspective, I haven't seen any negative trends from either side. If anything, I might be mixing in a little more pump fakes if I'm Argentina. I've seen Molly pre-throw countering quite a bit. If I'm Anil or if whoever's matched up across from Molly, I'm being really focused and making sure that I'm retaliating or taking advantage of those moments where Molly is using resources and taking risks.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say from the comfort of the broadcast that more pump fakes will help because it does get exhausting after a while. But to your point, I think both teams have been willing to throw counters. So if you can draw out a counter that you're ready to block, get that extra ball for your side, it could be a big advantage in a match that's this close. But as you said, it's hard to point to any major mistakes either team is making. It's just been all execution from both of them.
Mm-hmm.
You see Fredrik Jonsby from the Swedish men's team demonstrating how to maintain flexibility over on the far side.
One of the unique features that I've noticed at this event is players have been using fans. the old analog wooden and paper or plastic fans to keep themselves cool. And you see the Argentinian bench has a fan. They're fanning their players, trying to get them refreshed here for the second half. They're down 2-3, but they've been in this match, so they're going to want to look to get even here so that they give themselves a chance as this second half rolls on.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't feel like they're losing.
No.
I mean, obviously it's hard. You could easily imagine the score being 5-0 for either team with just how close every single point has been.
And that's why those no blocks are so important, because the games are fast and fluid and there's catches, but they're worth a full point. You know, they're worth just as much as a full game. And it's definitely a skill that needs to be practiced for any serious team.
Yeah, we often see that as the difference between really practiced squads and squads that are kind of trying to reach that level. It's just those clutching it out in the close moments. But both teams have shown the ability to do that. We'll see who's able to pull ahead in half number 2. Contreras starts off with a good hit.
Contreras, number 2 on Argentina with the hit. And they take out Labner.
Now we're seeing those pump fakes.
Here we go. See, I'm in the coach's ear. They're listening to the stream, Terry.
There's no tape delay, so. But Austria ends up with 4 balls out of that. Okay, looks like Contreras taken out. Oh, there's a second hit.
Wonderful follow there from Sutter.
And I think we see Nimrichter usually not throwing on offense, holding to try and make sure that she's got coverage for her teammates. I'm sure she won't always do it, but boy, has she been effective when she is. Okay, there's a shot coming through and taking out Sasso. Argentina, okay, that one has to be blocked by Nimrichter.
And I'm looking at this Vinyas-Nimrichter here matchup on the left. Nimrichter was Terry's MVP of the first half for Austria. And Vinyas, a key player for Argentina. Vinyas didn't come up to the line on that play, I noticed, and it opened up Romano to the counter. So it's really important that you're moving forward and backwards together.
Good dodging on the right side from Callow.
All right, Molly, there we go. We see Molly again with that early throw. The patented Molly counter throw.
She's been able to time it really well, right as or just before the incoming shot coming at her.
Okay, so if I'm Argentina and I'm Vinyas, I need to draw Nimrichter's attention. I cannot let Nimrichter go diagonally at my teammates. So that's more pump fakes, more aggression. And there we go. Vinyas with the cross court takes out the captain, Molly.
That great throw going across. Nimrichter not in a position to counter, so she attacks this time.
There we go. They're feeding Nimrichter. She is their offensive workhorse.
I think she expects to be the target here.
Good. I'm seeing more pumps. More pumps from Argentina. They're coming to the line. They're testing. They're seeing if they can draw out a pre-throw. Good. Good pumps. Good block from Romano. Romano and Vinyas, final 2 players for Argentina, 4 for Austria.
A good return attempt. And yeah, everything's good. I thought I heard a whistle for a moment, but Huber just looking around to make sure everything's good, and it is Vinyas. A lot of whip in the arm that time.
Yes.
1 for 1.
Romano and Huber take each other out. Great move from Huber. When you're up players, you can afford the trade.
Yeah, setting into a 3-on-1. Vinyas reads it well.
Wonderful dodge from Vinyas. Lining up against Sutter here on the right side of the court. Vinyas has 4.
A rush from Sutter, attacks, and timing staggered a little too much. Vinyas able to set up and just attack the ball retriever. Well, there's a hit.
There we go, Vinyas. 1v2.
Nobody had a ball in hand to put pressure on her, so
that's
good
right.
shot.
When you commit a lot of balls on offense, it leaves you exposed on the other end.
Good sliding block. Vinyas going to get to set up again, maybe looking Nimrichter's way. Who does get a ball now?
those little in-between moments are chances to get involved. I'm looking for Vinyas to kind of engage if she can before Nimrichter, before Sutter can get reloaded.
Sutter just now getting a ball in from the sideline. Austria, they're going to spread apart, try to attack from angles. That timing a little more staggered than I think they would have liked. Vinyas had time to adjust after the first one to the second one. He's got 5 balls to work with again.
These final player situations are so exhausting for that final player. They're putting in so much work. Usually you're 1 of 6. You're getting to throw maybe, every 3 or every 4 possessions. You're getting targeted a quarter of the time. And on these final player situations, you're throwing 100% of the possessions. You're being targeted maybe 2 balls on every possession, so you're expending tons of energy. And Vinyas is handling it so well, but Sutter gets down for the catch. Woo!
She handled that incoming shot perfectly and just collapsed on it. So Austria, slight edge on the score, extended a bit now to 4-2. That was going to take 5 minutes.
That was a big game win for Austria. They're extending their lead, putting a little bit of a cushion, really putting the pressure on Argentina. Argentina needs to keep this close.
But they also don't want to get drawn into being too loose. There's still well over 14 minutes to go. That is a lot of time to work with. They've got cannons back there, so no need to force it at this point.
All right, Vinyas still out there, even after that lengthy last in. Nimrichter is off the court for Austria, noticeably. So that's good if you're an Argentina fan.
Vinyas showing off the conditioning in this one.
Great dodging there from Sasso.
She's able to slide out of the way. Argentina again to the line. That one bouncing before it found the feet of Hare. He now gets a ball and is going to come up to the line with her teammates.
Great pump fakes from Austria. They go after
Contreras again.
Contreras, who dodges back, bends her knees, and gets under both.
Yeah, the knee buster. And there's a good shot taking out Hare.
Vinyas. The nice thing about being last in is your arm is nice and warm.
Yeah, that is true.
As soon as the next game starts, so you're ready.
Little lackluster in the pump fakes there, though, admittedly, from Vinyas.
Yeah. I like the idea. I just didn't like the execution, right? I want a little more vigor, selling it a little bit more, maybe matching your typical throwing technique. All right, good work there. Salinas and Vinyas with the balls here for Argentina. Cross court from Mali.
Back out there anchoring the left wing for Austria. There's a big one from Vinyas and drawing out the attack. Contreras taken out, but Mali traded out.
That's right. Contreras pushed into the oncoming attack, tries to take out an Austrian and gets taken out in the process by the captain.
Argentina 5-on-4 player edge. It's slim, but it's something. And they've still got it. Salinas avoiding that shot. I like the matching hair ties for a lot of these players, matching the jersey. Salinas trying to match the pressure of the Austrians. Has Argentina to the line once more.
A wonderful throw from Vinyas. I love it. Low, accurate, clips Suklitz on the toe as she's jump dodging.
Salinas gets grazed as well, so it's still pretty even out here. Argentina trying to make up the 2-point deficit.
Vinyas survives the double. Argentina has 4. They're up players. Look for the group throw here.
I expect we'll see them send 2.
Oh, wow. The staggered double is a great idea against a good dodger, but that stagger had just a little too much. It gave Sutter the time to reset and posture and set up for that catch.
Yeah, that's the danger of staggering the time too much. Sutter's already shown those grips a few times.
Oh,
okay,
perfect.
Good hit, though.
Perfect cross court from Vinas. Vinas loves that diagonal throw.
It's always interesting. Some players can throw outside their body to the right if you're right-handed like that. Some have to go across their body to the left. Vinas loves that outside. Ooh, and that is a 1-for-1?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, Seabach heads up.
Terry, typically these tournaments are so intense that these players they're using their A stuff, right? We're seeing everyone's best throw, their pet action, the throw they think is most likely to get someone out. So we're learning a lot about their skills, their preferences, because you don't want to mess around out here at World Championships. All right, another 2v2. This is the third 2v2 we've seen in the match.
It's so even between these two squads. Good counter. Is there a counter to the counter? Not yet.
All right, we've seen Sutter with a number of catches. Suklitz on the left, Sutter on the right.
Oh,
Sutter lines out. It's Vinas and Romano here for Argentina.
They're facing off with Vivian Hayer, who's alone, unfazed, gets a block.
All right, this is big for Argentina. They need this.
Vinas coming up calmly.
A wonderful, wonderful jump dodge from Hayer. All right, if I'm Vinas, I need to just pressure. I need to draw a little bit of attention. Wherever Hayer is not, I want to just add pressure. Oh, double team. Hayer gets under it. That's big.
Yeah, because there's only one ball in hand now for Argentina. Okay, the suppressing attempt from Hayer, making sure Vinas can't get involved.
All right, Hayer matched up with Vinas. Vinas with the block. A ball out in the open, a little bit exposed.
Oh.
Romano
Tips it back to the Austrian side.
Hayer takes out Romano.
And that's a bit of a morale moment for Romano, I think, but.
That's tough, that's tough. If I'm the coach there, I'm telling Romano, I'm saying your life is way more important than that ball.
Yeah,
Let that ball go. Stay safe, stay in the back. We're gonna get reloaded pretty soon.
Yeah, you can trust in your teammate too. Like Vinas has been doing a lot of work. You can work together.
Excellent recognition by Hayer though. And she's back in this now, 1v1.
Yeah, it was one of these 2v2s that we've seen so often. Now we're looking at the one-on-one. Hayer getting the timeout call from the sideline. And I think that makes sense. Although she's facing Vinas, who's been out there a super long time now on back-to-back points. So I'm sure both players appreciating the recharge break.
And I think Austria, was the timeout taken by Austria?
Yeah, I saw the point that way by the referees.
And did they take one in the first half as well? Or was that Argentina?
I don't remember.
So we've seen 2 timeouts now, so there shouldn't be too many left in the coach's pockets.
Yeah, that's right. Each team does get 1 per half. The mop gets as many as it needs.
All right, Vinas versus Hayer.
She goes low, she loads up.
These are the matchups you remember for years to come.
Right on target, but well blocked by Hayer. Vinas doing really well to get both blockers out in front reliably. And look at this, they like setting up cross court from each other.
This is Vinas' favorite throw, the angled throw. All right, Vinas with 4. Hayer with 1 ball in hand, 1 in the shagger. Vinas with the whip, Hayer getting under it.
Hayer steps into one, well blocked again. Vinas tries to catch her on the back pedal.
Good sliding dodge by Hayer. Vinas is liking that low, quick counter.
Hayer pauses for a dry one. No, just a third one.
Yeah, look at that, look at that. Vinas is looking for the foot. And Hayer does it! Hayer with the hit, finishing off the 1v2, keeping the lead, extending the lead for Austria, 5-2.
What a well-played shot. We talk about how important accuracy is, and a timeout here being called by Argentina, but that kind of accuracy, we've seen Vinas block so much, and she's so good at getting low. Hayer still manages to put that shot right down onto her foot.
That was incredible work from Hayer. Late game heroics.
And I like how she didn't look at all flustered on the court either. She just looked completely in control, knew how she wanted to play it out, and she did, and how.
That's right. You know, on all the teams that I'm on, when we have a lead, an important thing to think about is how can we lose this, right?
Yes.
And typically it's an accumulation of those little mistakes, reaching for a catch, a line out, exposing yourself. So when you're in the lead in those situations, you almost, and especially when you're down in the match, you need to execute perfectly and really finish that game. No unnecessary risks. Keep the pressure on Hayer, make Hayer take the risks and capitalize. And in that case, Argentina was a little too risky, exposed themselves. Hayer with incredible shots, finishes it out, extends the lead from Austria. All smiles in the Austrian huddle, and Nürnrichter was on the bench for that game.
Yeah, she's clearly not the only one who can do all the work for Austria. They have got a deep team over there. They have been noticeably improving at this foam ball style, which is, you know, not the dominant style in Austria. Austria, of course, a dominant cloth team, but...
And it looks like Hayer thought she was in there. She was the seventh player, and coach is like, I'm going to give you a break after that one.
You have earned a break. We already know how good you are.
She was ready to go, though. Incredible work by Hayer.
Austria with 7 minutes, 20 seconds left. They are down by 3, but it is doable if they can get some good quick hits.
Molly,
a lucky bounce or two.
Molly taking out Romano there for the first hit of the game. The burden is on Austria. Good recognition by Farola. All right, Nürnrichter dirts it at Sasso.
Yeah, Farola in the middle now, her first time in this match. There's a good hot.
Sasso taken out, 73, Labner for Austria.
Sasso with a bit of celebration as well.
Yes, we love seeing that. Double team, misses Kahlo. Anil looks to hit Sutter. Sutter's kind of not sure. The team calls her out.
Team confirming, and I believe that's correct. Anil.
And the referees are going to come together. They're going to discuss. There was a lot of action on that play. I think everything is right as is.
I actually thought Anil might have been tagged on the shot from, I assume, Nürnrichter. I just turned and saw it at the last moment, but I thought it went in on her. But
and the head ref had a great look at it, so
yeah,
whatever they call is probably going to be the right call. All right, notice the Shaggers fanning off Nürnrichter there on the top left of your screen. Argentina down 3. We're getting low on time. They need every game from this point forward. Ref says safe on Anil.
And like you said, they had a pretty good view there. They've got multiple, the Swedish players doing the line reffing duties here, contributing to the call. And now Argentina's going to come up 5 strong. Big shot again. Another celebration from Sasso.
The flex from Sasso taking out Sutter.
Austria still 3 strong to the line, coming close, but a return shot from Anil connects.
Excellent, lots of counters. Molly taking out Salinas.
Salinas was
the crowd helping her off the court.
That's right. Nürnrichter the target, showing some ups.
All right. Austria's down to their 2 players, but if there were 2, these probably would be the 2 you would want. Nürnrichter and Molly. All right, Anil, Farola, and Kahlo loading up for Argentina. Kahlo shoots left. Nürnrichter slides out of the way. All right, I'm expecting a little bit of a counter here from Argentina. Anil gets under, counters, whips it at Nürnrichter. That Nürnrichter-Anil matchup is huge.
That has been what to watch an awful lot of the time in this match. Look at that, Anil just ready. I think she saw Nürnrichter was backing up and looking across, so she felt safe to take it, and Argentina coming up now attacks her and gets her.
Wow, wonderful double team from Anil and Sasso. Sasso with the flex. We're going to call that the Sasso flex for the rest of the tournament. Take risks. They need to just put everything in there, swing for the fences, and hope to take out that final player and still give themselves time to win one more before that no block.
Exactly. You're going to have to hit on one of those shots really, really quickly, or else you're going to have to accept that it may have slipped out of reach. And they've just had such a hard time hitting Molly. She's been so good at staying defensive, and with at least 1 ball, you see she's never forced that extra ball out of her hand, always keeping it as an important defensive tool. And we hope she's all right. She's done a lot of work for her team, but the players' health is obviously the most important thing.
Mali's heroic last stand has been incredible. And I'm so impressed with the kind of strategy and recognition there from Austria. You know, recognizing the situation, understanding the game score, the time. I wonder if that comes from that cloth understanding, right? Where the cloth, you're always thinking about player count and time and who needs to stall, who needs to act. And in this case, Austria was on it with 4 minutes to go. They knew exactly what to do, and they really took away a lot of runway from Argentina.
Yeah, because to be perfectly honest, I think there are a lot of foam players who don't think about the clock and take it into account adequately during like important matches sometimes. It just doesn't seem to be as built into the game. And so players really have to build up that sense of, oh, the clock is winding down, our team is up 3, maybe I don't take the counter quite as often as I do before, or something like that. Whereas it seems to come pretty naturally to this Austrian team. They've either picked it up really quickly, or as you said, it is a much more baked into the cloth structure. So I'm sure a lot of these players have that cloth dodgeball background, so they may already be conditioned and have adapted their thinking to the way the foam timer works.
And I think that, you know, if you're a foam player and you want to work on your time management, honestly, like incorporating some of the cloth timer format into the foam game is a great way to train.